Hello everyone, how are you? So we have finished our previous chapter that was database concepts, and today we are going to start a new chapter that is called SQL or structured query language. Sometimes it is also pronounced as SQL, and we will be interchangeably using SQL, SQL or whatever. Okay, so now let us understand what is SQL. So SQL is a standard language for accessing and manipulating database across the different platforms and different relational database management systems, right? Okay, so let us go ahead and read this introduction. SQL or structured query language is a standard language for accessing and manipulating database. SQL commands are used to create, transform and retrieve information from relational database management systems. Okay, what is relational database management system? We have already talked about it. This is a simple software which is used to manage a database management systems. Okay, now and also used to create interface between user and database. By using SQL commands, one can search any data in a database and perform other functions like create table, add records, modify data, remove rows, drop table, etc. SQL commands are used to implement following. You can see a very long list. It can be used to retrieve data from the database, insert records, update records, delete records, insert or create new database, create new tables, views, triggers, many things are there. Okay, and we will be focusing on creating table, retrieving information and manipulating the data, right? So let us focus about it. First of all, you need to open MySQL command prompt. Okay, I am sharing you a video where you can learn how to install MySQL on your machine. Okay, so follow those steps and then come back again and we will start it, right? Now we will open MySQL command prompt and log into MySQL instance, and then we will create a database. Okay, so now first of all I need to click on start and type MySQL, and straight away I can see MySQL 5.5 command line client. You may say different version on the basis of your installation. Don't worry, go ahead with this command which says command line client. Okay, just click on it and you will be prompted to enter password. In my case it is RAM, and in your school's system it may be different, but I will tell you if you are my student what is the password I have given. Just click on or hit enter, and then you will see I am in my SQL prompt. Okay, from here I can type SQL commands and then perform any task which I require. So first of all, let us see how many databases this machine has. So the command is show databases. Just hit enter. Remember, do not forget to have a semicolon at the end of the command. Now you can see these are my databases. Now here DB1 is created by me, but others are already present and comes with default MySQL installation, right? So don't worry, I will teach you how to create a database. This time I'm going to create a demo database. For this, the command is create database and the name of the database, that is, let's say school, okay, or demo, whatever. Just I will be using a school. See, so school database is created. Now you can check out it is created or not by simply navigating to my previous command by pressing up key. So if I press up key one time, then it will give me a previous command, and then if I press once again, see, so it will give me previous command than the create database command. So just hit enter. Now you can see my database is listed school. Now to work with the database, we need to make our database as working database. To do that, we have to use a command called use. Use is the command, and then we have to specify the database name. If let's say it is test and then semicolon, just enter it. And if you don't use a semicolon, then also this command works fine. Okay, so you can use this. So I have changed my database to current working database. Right now, let us see the tables in this database. As I have created a fresh database, so you can see, you will not see any database here. See, empty set. Or my mistake, I have used a test. I should be using a Sql. That is not a problem. You can use a Sql here and just hit enter, and then you can repeat the command show tables. Remember, put a S at the end of tables. Okay, just hit enter, and you will see there is no table, as I have created a very fresh database. So my task is to create a database. And remember, we have learned a different data type. We will be using those data type here for creating columns. So first of all, the command goes like this: create now table. You have to specify the table name, and that is, let's say, student for me, and then use a parenthesis. Now you can keep on typing here, but I would like to have a enter. Okay, so I have used a enter so that it looks nice. So now I need to specify the first column. Let's say it's admin number, and it is integer, and the data type of admin is integer. And then I need to specify a constant, that is primary key. We will talk about different constraint later on in our session, but for now we will be using our primary key. Okay, and then comma. So notice I have completely given a definition for a column. Admin number is my column name, int is a data type, followed by space, and then specify a different constraints. You can specify more constraint by simply specifying other constraint, like default is default, but in primary key we cannot specify a default. Not null you can specify by simply giving a space and typing not null, and then comma. So comma is used only when you have finished giving definition to a column. Okay, then we are going to specify another column. Let's say it is name, and that is where care. Let's have 100 this time, and let's say it be null. So this is another constant I'm going to use. And then last, I can use a class, or it should be S class. It's int, and I'm going to specify the scale, that is 2, right? And then another section, it is, let's say care. I can specify 1 or 2, whatever you like, but this time I will be using 1. And then when I finished my column definitions, then I have to close my parenthesis by specifying right parenthesis and then semicolon to finish the command, and just hit enter. If everything is fine, your table will be created. It will say query OK, 0 rows affected. Now let us see whether I'm having a table. Now you can see I'm having a table in a school database, student. Now check out how many records I have. For this I will be using a select command, asterisk from table name, that is student. As I have created this table right now, so there will be no rows, so it will give you an empty set. But if you want to see the structure of this table, you can type a command desc and then table name, that is student, and then hit enter. Okay, you can also use the escrib, describe student, and we are getting a same result. Here you can see my field names, my data type for the field name, and then a null, we are allowing null or not. For these two columns we are not allowing nulls, and for class and section nulls are allowed. Any other key you have used, or for example foreign key, primary key, right, or if you have used any default values or any other constraints, right. So this will give you a complete structure of your table. Right, now let us insert this so that we can work on the table. For this we have an insert command. Just type insert and then specify the table name student and then values. This is a simple syntax I am teaching you. Later on we will discuss insert command in detail, but for now I am using a default syntax, right. So first value, that is, let's say admission number 1, and its name is, let's say Manoj, and then in the particular sequence, that is the class, I should be 12, and then specify the section, and let's say it's C. Now you can use a double quotes or a single quotes when you specify a string, okay, just like in Python. And if you are going to specify a numeric value, then you don't need not to specify a quotes, okay. Later on we will discuss how to insert a date. So this is we have inserted a row. Now if you want to check it out, you just have to type select a string from student again and then hit enter. So see, I have created a table. Okay, so that's all for today. Hope you are going to use MySQL. First install it. I'm going to give you a link. Follow those steps and then start working on MySQL. So goodbye, bye bye, see you.